Does your cat always hang out near you? Of course they do. They love you. How could they not? You're great. But do they sometimes send mixed messages, choosing to hang near you but refusing to let you touch them? That's very common. But it's weird, right? So what gives? Are they playing hard to get? Mocking you? Well, there's quite a few possible reasons. Let's explore them. Although they may be so irresistibly soft that we want to cuddle them nonstop, the heartbreaking truth is that they might not feel the same way. Not every cat is into hugging. Many prefer to be independent. But just because they're not the biggest fans of constant touch doesn't mean they don't still love you. So, for such a cat, getting close without the need for actual contact is the perfect middle ground. Just like people, cats have different social needs. Some will enjoy being near their humans, but without their direct contact. If your cat is one such cat, it is vital to respect their boundaries. Don't force pets onto them if that's not what they want. Let them come to you on their own terms. Observe their body language to figure out how open they are to interaction, and if it seems not, just let them vibe with you without the need for touch. Sometimes quiet company is the best company. Experiences from our childhood are deeply formative when it comes to shaping us into the adults we will become. And this is just as true for cats. Their early experiences with humans are deeply rooted to how they behave with and around humans in the present day. If they were never properly socialized as kittens, they will probably be very wary of touch as an adult. The American Association of Feline Practitioners state that if cats don't have positive interactions with humans during their developmental weeks, that's between the ages of 2 to 9, they will become the kind of adult cat who prefers to keep a little bit of distance between them and their human companions. Sadly, this can extend to them having had pretty big negative experiences. Whether that be a bad previous owner, accidental mishandlings, or a vet experience gone awry, cats have very long memories when it comes to unpleasant experiences. In short, they really hold a grudge. If a human has hurt them before, they won't easily forget it or let it go, and that may well affect their opinions even when it comes to interacting with humans in general, including you, sadly. If you would much rather they get up close and personal and snuggle, the key is to be patient. Don't force it, just wait. Indulge them in a little positive reinforcement. And with time, you may well see them undo some of that conditioning from their kitten days and grow a bit more accustomed to human touch. I've talked a lot on this channel about how sensitive a cat's sense of smell and hearing are, but this applies to all senses, including touch. And no two cats are the same. For some cats, those senses may be dialed up to a whole other level. Dr. Sarah Ellis, an expert in all things feline, has stated that a cat's skin has more nerve endings per square inch than human skin. So what might be a gentle petting to you feels a lot more intense to them. Now granted, that's why so many cats love being touched, hugged, and scratched by their pet parents, because it feels so much more intense and so much more better than us humans can ever possibly imagine. But that also swings the other way, and a gentle pet might be overwhelming for them, or even unpleasant for them. The key is to pay attention to your cat's individual vibes, to ascertain where they tolerate being touched. If you get it right and learn their vibes, they might be a bit more willing to get up close and personal. As descendants of desert animals, cats love heat. You've no doubt seen your furball lounging in sunbeams like the adorable little sun-loving scamps they are. This isn't just because they love how pretty sunshine is, though of course that plays a role. This is because cats want to be warm. But this doesn't just mean trying to be as hot as possible. They have a very specific temperature they are always trying to be. They want their body temperature to fall within a specific window, and sometimes being touched by their hot-blooded pet parents might push them over the edge into feeling a little too hot. On those days, being near your body heat but not actively engaging with you is the perfect balance to help them get to their desired heat. An over-hot cat is a miserable cat, so if you think this is why your cat behaves this way, it's best to not force physical contact that they don't want onto them, and wait until winter when they will be all up in your grill again, wanting all the warmth they can get. If your cat avoids you entirely, there may be trust issues there, and they're not too keen on being around you at all times. Though if they only avoid you now and then, that's fine. They're allowed alone time. It's when it's all the time that there's a problem. But if your cat is always up in your face, demanding physical contact, that obviously means the opposite. It means they very much do trust you. So what about the weird middle ground we're talking about today? When they want to be near you but not be touched, do they trust you or not? The answer is quite simple. They do, but are exerting some boundaries. According to cat expert Dr. Jackson Galaxy, best name ever, a cat voluntarily sitting next to you is always a sign that they trust you and feel comfortable with you. Nobody wants to sit next to someone they don't feel safe around. If you saw a man on the train swinging a machete around, you wouldn't think, now that's the chap I want to be near, would you? But even when you are physically close to someone, there's still some boundaries that need to be respected. Just because you're sitting next to somebody you love, who loves you back, doesn't mean it's okay to randomly stick your finger up their nose. They might not like that. They have boundaries. And on those days when your cat sits near you but doesn't engage in physical touch, it's their way of slamming down some boundaries. They're in the mood to be with you right now, but not to engage. And that's okay, and to be respected. All cats enjoy a bit of affection and attention. But for some, anything more than small doses is just a bit too much and can get very overstimulating. The Cornell Feline Health Center notes that excessive petting can even trigger full sensory overload, often leading to said cat running away, or possibly even turning nasty and aggressive. It makes sense because this also applies to us humans, right? You can enjoy something, but too much of it is overwhelming and intense. If you think your precious little fluff ball might be the type to get a little too overwhelming by the overstimulation that comes with overpetting, said the word over a lot there, huh? Try to keep petting sessions brief and keep an eye out for warning signs that they're a little uncomfortable, such as their ears flattening or their tail twitching. The stereotype is that while dogs are needy little fools who thrive on physical affection and attention, cats are far more independent. While that is not always true, and cats are a lot more loving than non-cat owners might think, sometimes the stereotypes can prove to be stereotypes for a reason. No smoke without fire at all. Some cats are just more independent than others and are totally content with simply existing near their humans without needing constant touch. If that feels like your little fluff ball, it's best to accept their independence while providing opportunities for engagement should they change their mind or mood. If your cat was previously fine with touch, but suddenly avoids it, this can sadly be a sign of pain or possibly even illness. Dr. Tony Buffington, a veterinary expert in feline health, explains that certain conditions can make touch uncomfortable for a cat. Notable are arthritis, dental pain, or skin irritation. If your cat used to be quite the cuddle monster but is now much more aloof, consider consulting with a vet to check for these things. Ultimately, cats are their own agents. They like to feel in control of their interactions. By staying close but avoiding touch, they are essentially setting their own terms of engagement. This is very, very common in cats that have dominant personality types. You should take it as a compliment, as this is a sign that you are raising a cat that is both confident and assertive, qualities we respect and reverse in humans. This totally isn't a sign that they dislike you or anything and will probably shift into being more loving and in the mood for petting as and when they feel like it. When that happens, they'll be sure to let you know via all the classic signs from slow blinks to bunting. Those are some reasons why your cat likes to hang out near you, yet not be touched. But sometimes they don't hang out near you exactly, but on the floor blocking your path entirely. Want to know why? Check out this next video to find out.